I use the most overpowered strategy in the game right now to absolutely decimate some guy on one of the hardest maps past round 30. Yo, what's good, guys? It's your boy. We're on kind of a hard map right now, but I have a super crazy strategy I'm really excited about. I don't know why he's waving at me. Maybe he knows me. What's good, bro? But we have an insane strat. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say, oh my goodness, this is the greatest strat of all time, and sit here and like clickbait, but this strategy is really, really good, guys. We have the best druid strategy in the game, aka the Corey NWF strat. We have druid, sub, spike factory. Now, this is different than the normal druid sub farm, and I'll show you why in a second, but this is definitely the best druid strat in the entire game right now, and I'm super excited to use it. We even have a secret upgrade that not a lot of people use later on in the game that will help us survive all the way past around 30, even on hard maps like this with this strat. This is like the easiest strategy in the game to force round 30. I would go ahead on record and say I think this is the hardest way, or the easiest way actually, to get to round 30 without dying with this strategy right here. Even like new players, even me, I don't even play the game that much anymore, and I can easily get to round 30 with this strategy, and it's just so easy. So I know any good player can get to round 30 with the shred super easily, and any like newer player can too with a little bit of practice. So we have the druid, we have the sub, we all kind of know how these two things work together. But on top of that, we switched the farm out for the spike factory. Now that does a few really big things to the strat. First of all, it makes it an eco strategy, not a farm strategy, obviously, and it provides us really cheap DDT defense. So a lot of the druid players have a huge issue with defending DDTs. That's like a big problem, especially with like newer players in the lower arenas, because you either need to get $60,000 up for a superstorm, or you need to get up like the submarines to start microwing it and everything. It's just not a fun time defending DDTs. This strategy completely fixes that. It gives us one of the cheapest DDT defense in the entire game, so we don't need to worry about that at all. That, and paired with the secret upgrade that we're going to be using on later on, you probably know what I'm talking about if you're a druid player. Hint, it's on the middle path. We are going to defend everything and have pretty much unlimited money this entire time. So because we're not using farm, we can't really rush our opponent. We don't really have money for that, and we can't really dictate the pace of the game. So usually with farm, you can like be aggressive, you can be passive, you can decide if you want to end the game really early, you can end the game really late, but we really can't do that on our strategy. We are kind of like forced into going around 30. Which means we are going to be defending a ton of rushes from our opponent, which is really fun, actually, in my opinion. I love defending rushes, especially with a strategy as overpowered as this, because our opponent is going to be rushing us, and our submarine, our druid, our spike factory is just going to be destroying everything so easily. It is going to be really hype. So these two things right here are going to be the main defense that you see, the reactor plus the druid combo over here. Our druid is almost fully buffed, 4 lives behind, but you know, that's fine. It's fully buffed, our druid, plus the reactor, plus the spike factory later on for Moab. So we have really good defense for really cheap. So we're going to go to round 30, most likely, unless this guy like suicide rushes us, then we're just going to win the game a lot earlier. But pretty much, he's trapped into two choices. It's either rush us and waste all his money and then die, or go to round 30 and then die because you're not using a super late game strategy like us. So I mean, he doesn't really have that many options. Him losing the game is pretty much guaranteed with this strat. Now, a lot of people were in the comments last video saying like, yo, calm down, it's just a game, bro. You don't have to wish death on your opponent's entire family. Like, boys, this isn't just a game, bro. This is Bloons tower defense, bro. This isn't a game, bro. This isn't a game. This is like modern day Coliseum, bro. Like, this is real life, bro. If you die in game, you die in real life, bro. Like, this is no joking matter. This is like being in O block with like nothing but your tidy whities and a toothpick, bro. Like, this is no playing around in this game, bro. This is like, you're more manly than like a US Marine if you play this game, bro. This is like being in the Coliseum back in the day. Like, this is serious business. So we're not playing around. We're on round 11 right now. He could rush us if he wanted, like you usually do with druid, but our reactor and our druid and everything will be able to easily defend anything he sends. So let's look at his strategy. He has Sentai Churchill, which is pretty common on this map. He has Engineer, which is actually kind of a surprise to see. I wonder how that's going to go later on in the game. And we just had the normal Smormal druid stuff. We haven't even got down our spike factory yet. I don't even know where we're going to get it down, but we're looking pretty normal right now. However, once we get into the game a little bit later, once we start getting down our secret upgrades, once we start getting down our Moab defense, once we start getting down our our eco up and everything, we are going to be good to go defending everything. Now it is round 16, so we have to start getting up our Moab defense soon. This is a super simple Moab defense. It is pretty much just Spike Factory at the bottom here. We'll get it up to Spike Balls eventually if we need to, but he pretty much won't rush us right now either. He doesn't have farm, he's using eco strategy, which means he won't really have a lot of money. So we're kind of just relaxing, cooling. We are going to have way more money than him late game with our secret upgrade on the Druid. He's using a sniper, which will give him like the care packages, which will give him some money there, but definitely not as much money as us, nowhere near as much money as us. So he will definitely not be able to survive very long past round 30. Unlike us, we'll have all the power of the submarine, all the power of the Druid, all the power of the Spike Factory. We can definitely go past round 30. Him, on the other hand, probably not that much. So let's get up the Spike Balls just to make sure we can't die to anything. This pretty much secures our immortality over here. Like, we can chill and do like anything we want now at this point. Let's put this on close so it looks cooler, and we are just relaxing. Now our secret upgrade is coming up next, and if you guys see what I mean, maybe it's kind of cringe calling it, but a lot of people don't know about this. I'm talking about, of course, the Jungle's Bounty. Now this got nerfed a while ago when people stopped using Druids, so nobody really cared about it anymore, but it recently got buffed in one of the past updates. So you guys will see here, we have one Druid farm on round 19. You're about to see how many we can get up so fast. Alright, it's round 25, which means we need to start working on DVT defense, and look how many farms we have up already. This is crazy how good this is. So we're going to get this up. We only need one Spike Storm, like I said, super cheap, and I don't even think we need to get that up. I think we can greed a little bit and get up as many farms as we want. I don't think he's going to send us DVT since he's using like a heavy eco strat also, besides the care packages here. He needs as much eco as he can get, so I really doubt he's going to be sending us DVTs. If he does, I would be really surprised, but let's just keep greeding on the farms. We can, you know, like upgrade it fast if we need to anyway. And look how fast this is coming back. Look how much money it's getting us. This is what I mean by secret upgrade, bro. Because it got nerfed and rebuffed, nobody really even noticed, especially if you're like below Hall Masters, you don't really use Druid and everything. Nobody knows about this upgrade. Even when it was really good, like nobody even used it. So we're just using this overpowered farming method to get as much money as humanly possible, and we are going to smack him around. Now we're getting a little bit greedy. We will have to get up some DDT defense very soon, but look how many farms we have, boys. This is ridiculously overpowered. It's round 27. This is what I mean. Like, nothing he could possibly send us would get past this strategy here, so we can just sit here, go to round 30, and absolutely destroy him then. Alright, it's about to be round 30. That's what we all know what that means, bro. We all know what that means. It is bad time, which means let's sell these to make room for our Superstorm. And let's see what happens. We're going to send him one unfortified bad, not to kill him, but to test his defense. There we go. Let's send one. Now, obviously, I can defend one bad with everything on our screen right now. I will be very surprised if he can defend a bad. So let's get this up. We can get up that Superstorm anytime we need. Let's send him a bad. Even if he does surprise the, or even if he does defend this, he will be absolutely shredded on money. Now, can we even buff this? Like, oh, bro, we can't even buff this Superstorm that much. We need to make sure we can have this nice and buffed and ready to go. Only 2 times buff. I'm not gonna lie, I think that's all we need, bro. If I'm being completely honest, I don't think he's going to be able to do anything to get past our defenses here. Look, he is struggling so much to 1 round 30 unfortified BAD. So if we send him a few more, he is going to be donezo. We didn't even balloon boost this. Let's wait until round 32, then send him a fortified bad, and let's just see if he can defend that. Let's see, because even with all of this super monkey, everything on the screen, he's definitely going to suffer a little bit, and all we have to do is get up a nice juicy Superstorm. You know what? Let's actually move it back here so that he can be fully buffed. I think that would be a good idea. We have pretty much unlimited money anyway. We have all the money in the world. Let's move him right here. Let's send the fortified bad. There we go. Round 32, fortified BAD on the table. And why isn't he sending me one? He's really choking the bag over here, boys. There we go. Okay. There we go. Let's keep on. Let's try and pop this. Now, I know it's not the best in the world. You know, we don't have the best defense in the world, but all we need to do is pop the outer layer. That's super easy. So all we have to do is, like, this is why I was saying the strat's so easy. All we have to do is pop the outermost layer of this, and we can defend super easily, because the Superstorm just absolutely cleans everything up. So let's make sure we can do that. There we go. All we have to do is micro 1 tower, which is the Spike Factory, and boom. Easy defend, easy peasy. Now, is he defending his? Let's see what he got going on over there. We don't need these farmies anymore. End of the line for you guys. I'm sorry, but the game's about to be over. We don't need you anymore. Let's make sure our Superstorm is fully buffed. We have $100,000 in the bank. Is he going to survive? No, the insides are going to leak. So we have the Druid strategy coming in, clutching up, destroying this guy on Guardian. That is why I love this overpowered strat.